What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how I would have made Justice League. Now, this was, of course, requested by Zaid, a good friend of mine. And I'll have, name and description, everything in the, description. So, let's talk a little bit about the movie before I start this. So, I reviewed this movie, obviously. This is a really recent review I made, actually. Doing very well. It's a good review, getting good views. Pretty proud of that video. So, the thing with that movie was it had a lot of problems. And it just kind of. DC fans got robbed, I'll say that. It could have been better. But that's what these videos are for, obviously, to see how I would have done if I made the video. It's interesting because, thinking about, like, the deleted scenes and thinking about, like, things that we could have gotten or we should have gotten, makes me wish that we could have got a lot of things from Zack Snyder instead of what we got from Josh Whedon, unfortunately. So, I'm going to take some elements from the deleted scenes and just kind of put it in my perspective a little bit and, of how I would have done this. So let's talk about, so I like the first half of the movie. The first half of the movie, I wouldn't really change. The only thing I would change is I would want Martian Manhunter instead of Cyborg. I would not have Cyborg in this movie. I just want Martian Manhunter in this movie. That's the first change I would have made. And then that's it. And then I would have just, done the first half of the movie the same. But the second half of the movie would be different. And let me explain. So, Superman's return. So, a lot of people know that he came back because of the Mother Box, which I hated. I would have preferred him just regenerate from the sun, just like normal. Instead, they did the Mother Box thing. Here's how I would have did it. So, Batman finds him dead, Superman, in this coffin. And of course, yes, they try the Mother Box thing again. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So that means we don't get that fight scene with Superman versus the Justice League. So I would immediately take that scene out. So what Batman does is he takes him back to the Batcave, and he's just all upset. He's wishing that it would have worked, and because he doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to, lead the league, and he was talking to Wonder Woman about it, and, she's going to try to do it, but he's very, like, suicidal because he's just so upset that he couldn't bring him back because he can't relieve him of this guilt over the death of Superman. So we're also going to have a scene where he tries to just flat out be like, that's it, I'm dead. So I'll get to that scene, obviously. During them fighting, trying to find and fight Steppenwolf before he gets to that last Mother Box, Superman will actually... Okay, so the last fight would not be in some random Russian abandoned place. We would be in Metropolis. I would want the fight to take place in Metropolis. The very last fight would take place in Metropolis. And you're gonna like this, trust me. So the last fight would take place in Metropolis. Steppenwolf is there for the last Mother Box. Where is it? It's remember in the scene where Superman does fight everybody, and the Mother Box is just like on top of a truck or whatever because it gets like blasted off. So the Mother Box is still there, but it's like at the Superman memorial site. It's like literally right there. So he goes to get the last Mother Box, and the League comes in, tries to stop him, but they're trying left and right. Nothing's happening. He's not budging, and then he summons his parademons to just attack the League and everybody else. And then we go to Superman. He wakes up in the Batcave. He is, he's kind of like freaked out a little bit. And then I would have like funny moments of like Alfred being like, kind of freaked out about it. And, also kind of relieved because now, Batman can get some help from Superman. Just have him kind of look around like, what? He's alive. Bruce, he's alive. No, he would not call him. I want it to be a surprise. And then we get that shot in the trailer where, Alfred's like, now let's just hope you're not too late. And Alfred tells him about how they made him this black suit that would help him drain the sun, soak in the sun a lot better, because that's what the whole point of the black suit was in Superman. When he wears the black suit because black, of course, the color, science, the spectrum, it absorbs the sun radiation more, so he would have more power. So obviously, because he was dead, he doesn't have a lot of power. He's really drained and just completely weak. So he puts on this black suit, looks amazing, and he decides to fly to the Fortress of Solitude to get his real suit. And it's hard because he has to go all the way to the North Pole, because that's where it is. It's like up there in the Arctic. So he's got to go all the way up there. Trouble is, he's having trouble flying, and I'd want him to have moments of thinking about, Kent, like his adopted father, and thinking about like how far, like he and seeing Superman push himself so far, like him trying to fly, him trying to get his powers back, seeing him fly in the black suit, which would be awesome. And then he finally gets there, he gets his suit on, except it's a new suit. It's more of a brighter suit. It's not so maroon red and dark blue. It's more of a bright red and bright blue. So he puts that one on, and the Justice League is still fighting, but Lois is in danger in front of the Superman memorial. Batman swoops in, saves her from a parademon, and right as Steppenwolf drops down, the League is just completely just overwhelmed. Everyone is completely just getting beat up left and right. They don't know what to do. So, and Steppenwolf is just, laughing. He's like all evil and sinister, and just standing in front of the memorial. And then like have him like kind of destroy the Superman symbol, and just kind of gets knocked down and broken. And then Batman stands in front of Lois because Steppenwolf's about to kill them, and the League can't do nothing but watch as this is about to happen. But then, just as it's about to hit Batman, Superman flies in, stands tall, it hits him, he doesn't move, and then we get that line from the movie where he's like, like, I stand for truth, but I also am a big fan of justice. And then, like, you hear the Superman theme song, and, like, everyone's like, and then Steppenwolf's face, like, oh no. I thought you were dead. Like, this is not good. So everyone's happy. Everyone's on the news watching this. Superman's returned. Then you see, what's his name? The guy at the Daily Planet, the main, I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot it because I'm so excited to tell you guys this version of my ending. He just calls him. He's like, get me a story. He's back. Like, just the whole world's going nuts. It's all over the news. Everyone's like, wow. Like, it's Superman. And then Batman's all, like, happy. He's like, well, not happy. He's not so guilty anymore because he's returned. And so they start fighting. And then Superman's back, and they're all fighting together. And then what I would do is, during the fight scenes, we would not have no dialogue. No dialogue. What I would do, turn on that Come Together song during that scene. And then have, like moments of, like, Batman and okay, so when Superman's flying, saving people, and punching parademons, I'd want to have scenes where, you got, like, 2-on-2 team-ups, like Superman comes in with Batman, he they grab hands, kicks a parademon, flies behind him, and then he's like laser beaming another one, just fighting, and then the camera's like following Superman as he's flying and taking out parademons left and right, and you're just seeing these awesome team-ups of him and Aquaman, or him and Wonder Woman just fighting together, and then you got that song just going. You feel the energy as they're just fighting together, and they're just taking out all the parademons and fighting Steppenwolf at the same time. Oh, it's so cool if you think about it. It's just, it's so awesome. And then, of course, we get to the last shot where they're back in front of the broken memorial. they're just standing there, and Steppenwolf's the last one. He's the last guy there, and and they just kind of look at him, and Steppenwolf's like all shaken up, like, like, you can't do this to me, like just monologuing or whatever, and and they continue and they fight Steppenwolf a bit more, and Steppenwolf's like just retreats. He's like, I'm out of here, takes off, and they win. And then we have a moment of everyone's happy. Lois is crying. She's hugging Superman. Everyone's happy that Superman's back. Everyone is like loving the Justice League. They're so happy that they saved them. And then after that, I'd have scenes of the League like putting parts of the building back together. You have Superman like pick up a side of a building and like laser beam it back together. Just some cleanup. Cleanup time. Them just helping out the community at the end, and trying to fix Metropolis again to make up for Man of Steel for the destruction. And Superman and Batman will be talking, and after Superman has some time with Lois and Martha to kind of talk about it, talk about that he's alive, he's back, and he's gonna make things right again, and then have a joke where like maybe like Batman and Superman are looking at each other, and Flash comes in, and he's like brunch is on Batman. Like, I don't know, just something stupid and funny like that, but that's how I would. And then like maybe have like a post-credit scene or like an end credit scene of when Steppenwolf is back on Apocalypse, and then Darkseid's there, and of course the deleted scene where he kills Steppenwolf, and then that would set up Justice League 2 or whatever. But anyway, guys, that's what I would do. That's how I would have made Justice League. I would have had the idea of, let's try to see how Batman can do it, but let's see how difficult it is for him with the guilt and with him trying to deal with it, and seeing that he can't deal with it. He feels so guilty for all the death that he caused in Batman v Superman, and what he did to Superman, and how much it's just wrecking him. And he tries to sacrifice himself to save Lois for Superman, but then Superman saves him. So I think it's really cool. I would have a few scenes that we got from the actual movie in there too. But again, the last fight I would want to take place in the Metropolis, because I'd want a scene, when Alfred and Superman are talking, they see on the news that Metropolis is in danger. He's got to go save Lois, and he's got to save Metropolis. He's got to be the hero. Like again, that character development, that I got to do this thing. So I don't know, guys. That's what I would do. I think that would have been amazing. My version. Let me know what you guys think. You like it? Do you think it's better? Do you think that it was fine? Do you not care? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until then, guys, I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.